Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new loot video for you all today. Today I bring you loot from 1000 Shaikahan, or as I call it, Shaikahan. It's also known as a 10-hour video, although it only took about 9 hours to do this 1000. Originally, it was going to be just a flat 10-hour video, but I figure 1000 looks nicer, and so yeah, just ignore the written out intro in game there. But yeah, 9 hours is roughly how long this took. And the goal for today's video is really just to make as much money as possible while killing 1000. We'll also be tracking the GP per hour, and I'll let you guys know how that looks at the very end. So here we are in battle with this lion-like creature. As you can see, he is massive, and you know, he can definitely be dangerous depending on your combat level. You'll notice that I'm using a dragon spear tipped with Karambwan poison, and that's really the only way to damage him. You can also use other spears tipped with this poison and rings of recoil, but I figured I would just use the best in slot spear, and of course my best in slot melee gear. I would always bring a sip or two of divine super combat potion and one prayer potion, and that'd usually be it, and then just a construction cape to bank, and eventually I think I got a crafting cape as well. Now, unfortunately, the respawn time is quite a while. It's like 30 seconds, so I did have to hop worlds for every single kill, and usually I would just be hopping the same 3 worlds. Now, to reach the location of killing the Shaikahan, you do have to use the fairy ring code DKP, which some of you might know as the Karambwan fishing spot fairy ring code. It's just a little bit south of that area. Now, this monster, this beast, is involved in the Tai Bo Wana Trio quest. Again, sorry if I have some mispronunciations, but yeah, you just have to help a NPC named Tamayu to defeat it, and once you do that, you can, you know, claim the quest rewards and then just come on right back to keep on killing him. Now, there are a few interesting things about this monster. In general, it only has 1 drop, which is just bones, which are worth well over 6,000 each, and sometimes you can get away with selling them for 7,000 to 8,000, depending on the demand. According to the wiki, there are 2 spawns of him in Karamja, but there's only 1 on the non-instanced version, so I think I was doing this right. I mean, I never ran into another Shaikahan other than the one I was killing in the same world, but yeah, I mean, overall, I think from the one YouTube guide that I watched, the guy did this for 1 hour, and he was just hopping worlds, so I kind of followed what he was doing. But if you decide to do this, maybe just go around to the east and see if you find another one. But overall, I think my method was pretty good for getting the most kills per hour. It would usually take me about 5 to 6 swings with the dragon spear to get the kill, so it does take a little bit of time, and you know, you don't really have to concentrate too much while doing this. So luckily, I was able to comfortably work on another video on my Iron Man account on the side, which hopefully you guys will see tomorrow. I just have to play a lot tonight in order to make that happen, which should be no problem. But either way, this is a pretty good method to make a little bit of decent money per hour. As we'll get to the end, we'll see more about that, but you definitely don't have to concentrate too much while doing this. I would say the only thing that's like a little bit of a downfall with this, or downside I should say, is just the hopping worlds. You guys know nowadays it takes quite a long time to hop worlds in RuneScape. Hopefully they kind of speed that up over time, but it's a little bit slow lately for me personally. I did have roughly about 118 kills in my first hour. That was full on concentration. I think it averaged out to be about 110 or so towards the end, and so if I would have done 10 hours, I would have killed like 100 more than killing 1000, so you know, it kind of made sense to just do 1000. Look nicer for the title anyway. A little bit of trivia about this monster. In Monkey Madness 1, the first quest where you unlock Dragon Scimitar, a monkey that the player rescues from the Ardone Zoo occasionally has a nightmare about the Shaikahan. I mean, if I was a monkey, I guess I can see that happening. The size difference is pretty big. And I already mentioned this one, but the Shaikahan does not appear on the mini-map, so you do have to find him yourself. And its name could be a reference to the Jungle Book tiger Shere Khan. I don't know too much about tigers. I did recently see the movie Life of Pi, and I think there was a tiger in that. There was a lion, but it was an incredible movie nonetheless. Not many people have covered this monster on YouTube before. I think Soup maybe mentioned him in a money-making guide video less than a year ago. I want to say I saw that in the thumbnail, and then I think another guy that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Statistically Challenged, he did a 1 hour grind of this, and he got some pretty good results. I've been looking into these things where, you know, just 1 hour activities to kind of test the profit per hour, and I actually attempted a video while I was doing this on the side of buying moonshine in a bar in Canifis and then selling it in the Grand Exchange. It turned out to be about 400k an hour, and I do have all those clips, and it costs like virtually nothing to do. So if you guys want to see like a short 10 compilation video of like 10 different money-making methods that are strange, let me know in the comments below. I do enjoy exploring so many strange activities and killing so many unique monsters in the game. I'll always see the occasional comment of, you know, dead content, and it's not that I don't disagree with that, it's just that doesn't mean that I can't do it, you know? Doesn't mean I can't spark a flame and relive this dead content, bring this back to life, you know? Even though 9 out of 10 times it does stay dead, even after I cover it in a video, it's still just, you know, it excites me. I don't know, I like the strange things in this game. For some reason, that organized crime video, you know, that hit different, and same with this one. So the occasional strange video you can always expect from this channel. I don't ever see that going away. RuneScape still has tons of things that I haven't explored yet, and especially with these upcoming updates, a new skill perhaps could definitely release monsters into the game, different NPCs, different activities. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching all the videos, especially the strange or unique ones. That does mean a lot to me. As you can see in the bank tab, as I was banking all of the Shaikahan's bones, I still had all of my black gear from the organized crime video. I don't know why, but I just haven't sold it yet, so probably won't sell for much, but you know, we got that in the tab still. The only thing that I did other than work on this video and my werewolf video on the Iron Man account is do a little bit of last man standing. I did reach a milestone in that, which I saved for the very last clip after the price check, so you guys will get a little bit of an update on that. And I have seen the demand from you guys that a lot of you guys want to see my Iron Man get better gear, and I completely agree. So I do have a potential Saradomin or Bandos video in the works on that Iron Man account after I finish my werewolf grind, so keep that in mind. That should be coming up pretty soon this week. As it goes for the main account, I think I'm going to be doing 10 hours of Alchemical Hydra soon, or it'll be a wilderness related 10 hours, so stay tuned for that. I do have a long list written for this month of ideas, but not one has gravitated towards me yet today, so I haven't really decided on it, but just know it'll be something unique and something pretty cool for you guys. So yeah, just again, thank you for the continued support. Really do appreciate it. There's really not much to say about the monster here that I'm killing, too much anyway. I feel like I've really covered everything that you need to know about it. Again, if you're lower level, just bring some food here. If you want to complete this quest and not have a single hit, you know, done to it, you want to stay 0 XP in combat, I guess you could just use a Ring of Recoil, Ring of Suffering. That should work just fine. I mean, he'll eventually hit you if you're especially low defense. And if you're not low defense, I think there's like Zamarok Brews, or there's some potion in the game that you can drink to get your defense lowered, so there is that as well. I don't really see this as a game changer as it goes for the money-making method that it is. I think it's good for probably med-level accounts, but again, I think the world hopping is just the biggest reason why people would stay away from this kind of thing, as well as just the slow XP rates and the lack of excitement with the drops. When a monster only has one drop, it's kind of hard to make that monster, you know, eventful. You know, you really don't see a lot of people going to that monster at the end of the day. It kind of reminds me of the rune golem. You know, you kill that golem and you only get rune ore from it, so it's a decent money-making method actually, but it's just so boring, and you know, it's just one thing to expect. So yeah, this may not be for everyone, but it might be for someone, so always remember that. Well, we are almost 900 kills into the grind, which means 100 kills left to go. I gotta be honest, I don't ever see myself coming back to this monster, killing it 1,000 times. If there was a high scores for that, I should be rank 1 by now, but who knows? There might be someone out there that killed this thing 56,000 times. We're just never gonna find out though. But either way, good experience. I don't regret doing this one. It was decent money at the end of the day. Once I get to the price check, you know, it definitely will pay for something in the bank, and the supply cost was very minimal for this video. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Loot from 1,000 has been completed with 1 hour left to go, so it took about 9 hours to do this video. The Shaikahan is definitely a beast that takes a little bit to kill, so keep that in mind, and the overall loot of all the bones does come out to be 6.8 million. Once I did sell them in the Grand Exchange, I did receive approximately 6.3 million, so this is still over 600 to 650k GP profit an hour. And if you're wondering why people buy these bones, I really couldn't tell you guys. Just looking at the wiki, you only get 25 prayer XP when you bury it, and 75 with a sinister offering, 75 with a sacred bone burner, and only 87.5 on a gilded altar with 2 burners lit, or at the Chaos Temple. It is 100 XP when you offer it at the Ectofungus, but that's about it. I don't really know why this is valued so high, but they did sell right away, very surprisingly. So if you guys know why these bones are selling for so much money, please leave it in the comments below. I'm very curious. And with all that being said, I did purchase my ancient halo from Last Man Standing. Got many more to go on that, but that's one out of the many, so I'll take it. And as it goes for the YouTube channel members, thank you so much for your support every month. A special shout out to SwanPositive and Matthew Stivers. And that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Until tomorrow, Mr. No Sleep out.